Welcome. I'm your host, Corey. With me is my beautiful co-host.
Nice.
Brandon.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
We are the Guardians of Geekology. Yes, it sounds corny, but it was better than the Professors of Pop Culture, which he shot down. Because he felt like he wouldn't be able to represent a professor accurately.
Correct.
I didn't see a lot going on this week out there on the internet. A few things did catch my eye. I know you're not like a huge action figure guy, but
yeah.
I don't think you have any Spider-Man action figures up in your...
Oh, I had like 2 of them.
Do you?
How'd you miss them? Yeah.
I did miss them.
What the hell?
Hasbro revealed some Spider-Man No Way Home action figures. Maybe a little leak on what the plot may involve with the movie. I know we are still waiting for a trailer. I'm still waiting for a trailer. Black Widow is coming out this Friday on the 9th, I believe.
Wow.
Hopefully, people are expecting a No Way Home trailer attached to that. People want to say Far From Home.
A lot of home stuff.
It's the home. It's the Spider-Man Home trilogy.
Yeah.
They showed a J. Jonah Jameson action figure based off his appearance at the end of Far From Home.
The correct one.
I definitely want to try to snag that one.
Absolutely.
Because I don't have a J. Jonah Jameson action figure yet.
Well, how often do you really give a crap about him? I mean, really?
No, I mean, but the fact that it's J.K. Simmons back as J. Jonah, that's pretty good.
It feels right. It feels right.
Spider-Man in 2 new suits. There's a figure of him in like a new Iron Spider suit, which I find interesting. I wasn't a huge fan of I like the Iron Spider suit, but I prefer my Spider-Mans in their slick
DOG?
Yeah. The unitard spandex suit. And I'm surprised they went that way again, because a lot of people didn't like the Iron Spider suit a lot. Poor Tom Holland Spider-Man is referred to as Iron Boy Jr. a lot by people, because they don't like the whole, his mentor was Tony Stark Iron Man, but whatever.
You're gonna have haters everywhere, so
yeah.
Whatever.
And another figure with him wearing a black suit with the webbing is like gold.
That's cool.
But his like fingertips are still red. He's got like some red here, so I don't know what that's about. I don't know.
Find out.
I don't think it'll be a Venom suit or just a variation of a black suit, because they can't do Venom.
Yeah.
Really. And then Doctor Strange is also in the series, so I definitely want to snag that.
Yeah.
So does that mean he's going to be part of No Way Home?
According to IMDb, he is slotted in.
Is he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Benedict Cumberbatch is actually in the ticket.
Nice.
So that's cool.
I like him as Doctor Strange. I do kind of wish that he would have, or they would have let him do his British accent. He doesn't do a bad American accent. It's just, I get the impression like, obviously you've seen Die Hard. Please tell me you've seen Die Hard. Okay. Like Hans Gruber trying to do an American accent. That's what I get from that.
And yet, classic.
And yes,
it's awesome. R.I.P.
And it is a Christmas movie. I'm sorry, Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Absolutely.
I don't care what anyone says. Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Adam Savage from Mythbusters.
Yes. And didn't he have like his own little show?
He has his own like YouTube channel where he does like a whole bunch of geeky stuff. He builds like stuff from like movies. Like he builds.
What's that called?
Anyway, I'm just glad to still see him around. Like after Mythbusters, he just didn't like kind of fade into obscurity. Like he's
Like
that stuff.
Jamie.
Like Jamie. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Because he's Jamie. Apparently, they didn't get along so well. Like the entirety of Mythbusters.
That's what they say about every show, to be honest.
Yeah, that's
They
true.
didn't get along, you know, Reed just hated Kelly. Okay. Whatever.
Yeah. Auction with pop culture items. They had anything and everything. Star Trek, Harry Potter, and my 2 favorite fandoms, Star Wars and Indiana Jones. I saw videos of them doing like masks, blasters, lightsabers, Indiana Jones stuff. Indiana Jones' hat from Temple of Doom. Nice. For $300,000 at auction. A little less, I think, than they were expecting. Because a Raiders hat went for over $500,000. So I think there was a little curveball in that. Still not like a bad price, but it must be nice to own a piece of Indiana Jones history.
Yeah, more than what we have.
Also saw that 𝙂𝙀𝙀𝙍𝘖𝙀 is supposedly writing a Galaxy Quest TV series for those.
He's actually writing it.
Yeah, he's writing it.
Oh.
Yeah. I like the movie.
Yeah.
It's the best Star Trek movie out there. It is better than some Star Trek movies.
I just pissed off a bunch of Trekkies.
I probably did. I apologize. I like Star Trek. Some of the movies are kind of... All the odd number Star Trek movies are bad, and all the even number Star Trek movies are good.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, that should be interesting. I really like the movie. I don't know how they're going to do it without Alan Rickman. Because I know they were talking about doing a sequel movie, but then he passed away.
Yeah.
So
That was heartbreaking.
I have faith in Simon Pegg that he'll pull something out.
Yeah, he does a good job. I mean, if you've ever seen like, not that he really technically had that much to do with it, but like Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, that little area, those are classics. I love those.
Cornetto trilogy.
Yeah. Yep.
Step right into our main topic today. Today's main topic is Independence Day / 4th of July movies, if you celebrate it. Yeah, maybe movies like, you know, if you're having a get together today and, you know, you want to throw something on the television for your friends and family to watch. Maybe you want to keep your little kids occupied, you know, for a little while. You throw on a movie just for background noise, you know.
We'll start with Captain America, the First Avenger. Came out in 2011, directed by Joe Johnston, who also directed Jurassic Park 3, and one of my other favorite movies, The Rocketeer.
Saw that a long time ago.
You definitely get Rocketeer vibes from Captain America, the First Avenger. Obviously starring Chris Evans, Sebastian Stan, Haley Atwell, and you got like Tommy Lee Jones in there too, and you have Stanley Tucci. It's a star-studded cast. It's a little corny. It's probably not as realistic as you would think like a war movie would be. They kind of like sidestep the whole Nazi thing and introduce Hydra more to make it more like, you know, like, yeah, the Nazis exist. Excuse me, but we're not gonna like really make them the bad guy because they're Nazis. But it's not bad.
Hugo Weaving being...
Oh, Hugo Weaving. Almost forgot about Hugo Weaving. I apologize.
How dare you? Yeah, Hugo Weaving was awesome. I was kind of sad that he didn't want to like come back and do it again. I don't remember what the whole thing behind that was, but
I think it was either like he didn't like the makeup process.
that's what it was. I think you're right. Yeah.
Which is kind of funny because when they brought back the Red Skull for the Infinity War movies, the guy they got to play him didn't even wear makeup. They did like a totally CGI face.
They made it look like he did.
So
yeah,
it's like he could have came back, but
that was kind of a bummer.
And I know, like, I think like him and like other actors who've been in MCU movies don't really like maybe get along with Marvel too well.
Yeah.
Because they can kind of be controlling.
I mean, it's not that bad because I mean, it's kind of nice to have somebody that like kind of takes a little bit of control.
Right.
It's like, you know, you have a vision.
That movie, like I said, I think I prefer The Winter Soldier.
Yeah, you
More.
like everybody else. And I thought, you know, I thought Winter Soldier was good. I guess when it comes to Captain America, I didn't really have a favorite. Although, I will say, just because it's billed this way, Civil War. Good.
Yeah.
But you know why. There's less about Captain America and way more.
Yeah.
I mean, even Ant-Man and everybody else, I was like, that's cool and all. But all of a sudden, you know, oh, it's my boy.
I like Winter Soldier because it reminds me of like the 1970s spy espionage movies.
Yeah.
Especially since they get Robert Redford in there, who was like a star in the 70s and 80s,
Yes.
who starred in war espionage spy movies.
You know, yeah. What was that? What was it? The Day of the Condor or 3 Days of the? Oh, yeah. Something about a condor. You ever see that one? Highly recommend that one. You know, I think one of the other movies he was in, this is kind of like a little off base, but I'm just bringing it up real quick. But another movie he was in that I absolutely adored was The Last Castle with James Gandolfini.
Okay.
Crazy. I mean, it's basically just like The Last Castle is a prison thing, and just that's all I had to go into it. That's all I had to bring up. But highly recommend that one too. Kind of low key, really good. Anyway,
Saving Private Ryan, directed by Steven Spielberg.
Depressing as hell.
1998. Yes, it is.
very depressing.
That beginning,
That 20
the
minutes.
D-Day, I would say that's as close to a person who didn't experience D-Day could probably get to experiencing
Yeah.
storming the beach. That's just is brutal.
That is. It's yeah.
But yeah, and
gore doesn't bother me at all. But like just like the realistic part of it is like, geez,
yeah. I mean,
guy's just getting shredded and
the guy isn't there like a scene where a guy walking in a circle like
looking for his arm, and then he finds it and picks it up and walks away. It's like
that's
it's insane.
Yeah,
absolutely insane.
And there's a lot of pop-up stars in that movie too.
Yeah, Sizemore,
Ted Danson pops up. And then you got like Billy Piper, who just like pops up here and there, like you're watching a movie. Oh, it's Billy Piper.
Diesel, Giovanni Ribisi.
Yes.
Nathan Fillion's in it.
Yeah.
My brothers are dead.
Did he just like pop up on set one day, like visiting? Hey,
yeah, no kidding.
You want a part? You got this part, you know.
I told you he was an asshole. Your brothers are dead. My brothers are dead? Oh. Yeah.
National Treasure. It came out in 2004. Directed by John Turteltaub. I couldn't find a lot that he directed that I had seen except for Cool Runnings.
Cool Runnings, yeah.
So, I don't know.
I didn't even know he did that one.
Yeah, and I like Cool Runnings. It's a guilty pleasure movie.
Yeah. Good John Candy. Love John Candy.
John Candy. Oh, John Candy. I miss John Candy.
Yeah, I do too, man. The like him and Chris Farley, it's like they look back and like think of the things that they could have been like still in. But you can also say that about a lot of people, I guess, even like Robin Williams and stuff like that. But
The Great Outdoors is my favorite John Candy movie.
You know what I thought was right?
Followed by one that a lot of people I don't think have seen, surprisingly. 𝙂𝙬𝙼𝙍𝘼𝙍.
Oh God, I remember that movie from long. I couldn't recite anything from it.
Yeah, it was like a movie I saw at Blockbuster and rented. Because I like John Candy, and it's like, wow, this is like.
I just have Great Outdoors just running through my head. So tell me what you see. I just see a lake. I'll tell you what I see. Boom, blows your mind.
Yeah. They better not touch that movie as a remake. I know they're talking about it.
Are they really?
Yes.
No. Hell no.
Let me tell you who don't do it. You want to tell me who they're considering for the remake if it happens? Dwayne Johnson. And Kevin Hart. Because apparently they're a duo in Hollywood.
That's fine. I like both of them. Actually, I love both of them, let's be honest. But no, just leave it alone.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like what we talked about last week where like, I mean, that was more about sequels versus like remakes. But some things just are better untouched.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't need a Dumb and Dumber 2, personally. That's just my view. Great Outdoors, just let it be. Just let it be. But that's the thing, though, too, is like, if they really want to, it's like, even if they ruin it, I hate that people's mindset goes to like, okay, the remake is so terrible that I'm not even going to watch the original because they screwed up the remake so much that the whole thing is dead to me. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, or you just pretend like the remake didn't exist and the original's still the original because it's the only one,
mm-hmm.
you know? But, yeah, I don't know.
Does Sean Bean die in that movie? I don't remember.
No. I think he gets arrested.
Okay.
Yeah, it was one of the few that he actually.
Sean Bean survives.
Hey, not much.
It's kind of funny, the whole joke about Sean Bean dying in movies. You look back, he really doesn't die in a lot of his movies. I don't know how that started.
Yeah, somebody did like the math, and they were like, yeah, he dies in like less than half of his movies.
Right.
But I think it's because like the ones that he does die in are like super
mm-hmm.
big movies,
mm-hmm.
or like that's just how you remember him. All right. You know, like. Mm-hmm. Game of Thrones, obviously, mm-hmm. big show, you know, it's like, well, that happens.
First movie I ever saw him, he died, and that was GoldenEye.
Yeah, there you go, yeah. So it's like, I think that's the thing, is like, either your first time seeing him, mm-hmm. or like, the most recent, because Flight Plan, he didn't die in either.
I forgot about Flight Plan.
Yeah, Jodie Foster, yeah, mm-hmm. He was, I think he was technically a good guy, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, not really good or bad, but he was just kind of like, So... Yeah, so he survived in that, but yeah, like The Island, Game of Thrones, James Bond, mm-hmm. Lord of the Rings,
mm-hmm.
God, he dies in just about everything else.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's, I don't know, I guess people associate that with
mm-hmm.
him dying, so.
When they were making it, they deliberately tried not to, like,